Ever wondered what makes TV so powerful in Jamaica? Time to find out. Welcome to Global TV Group 358, where television meets innovation. We're not just about shows, we're about shaping society. In Jamaica, TV keeps you informed, connects diverse voices, and supports democracy. Imagine a Jamaica where broadcasters unite, sharing data and collaborating globally. That's us, a unified voice in the TV industry. Did you know TV advertising is still king? It drives website traffic, boosts brand equity, and powers integrated campaigns. Even in an age of digital, TV stands strong, resilient in tough times. Our Global TV Deck is your treasure trove of insights and data. With charts, graphs, and success stories, it's your guide to impactful TV advertising. Curious to learn more? Visit our website and see how Global TV Group 358 keeps television at the heart of entertainment in Jamaica. Get ready to binge watch the future.
For me again, you can't for me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scandal, we can't buy time. You can't for me again. Can't for me again. You can't for me again. Hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You touch up line and a resort to crime. You can't for me again.
What fi go to eat no money, what fi at you, eat no at you. Covid money, miss away in the year, look rat you. Use the youth, the money, waste my must man to statue. Say me like a cashew, but me got in a figure you. Take this spit of money, girl, and say that is not you. One day the man above him up, him a got a too much it in the kitchen, some a fly by like a patu. When singers and DJs and social media's coming at you.
It burn me,
300% raise.
it burn me,
Garbage pile up the day.
it burn me,
Give the teacher them
it
raise.
burn me,
I see corruption
it
face.
burn me,
Mash down the people them house.
it burn me,
Every day appear arms out.
it burn me,
Appear money them a thief.
it burn me.
And them a sell out the beach.
Can't for me again. You can't for me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scandal, we can't buy time. You can't for me again. Can't for me again. You can't for me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You touch up line and a resort to crime. You can't for me again.
Come me say dig up all the charities and all of the givers. Some a go like say them powerful, me no make a bigger. The 100 the promises, none of them not deliver. Cut up the youth, they rap and they down in our fever. Member bowl money and they lie them tell. Corruption smell and they pocket them swell. When police don't a market like Satan out of hell, go mash up people start like people themselves.
It burn me,
On them treat the market man.
it burn me,
On them a treat the cat man.
it burn me,
On them treat the peanut man.
it burn me,
On them a treat the dirt man.
it burn me,
On them a treat the son man.
it burn me,
How them a treat policeman.
it burn me,
How them a treat soldier man.
it burn me.
How them a treat everyone.
Can't for me again. You can't for me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scandal, we can't buy time. You can't for me again. Can't for me again. You can't.
Stibbidim day, stibbidim day, stibbidim day. We in Global TV says certain kind of friend we no keep. And some informer friend we love like we in Global. Bona fake friend and bona tape. We in Global. We not promote them, we not support them. Look at them on the cheek, come here represent for we in Global TV. Check it.
Good night from London. It's the last half an hour of 2024 in the United Kingdom. And yes, right here on Global TV, we all will observe UK 2025 together. It will be the year where those who were born in 1975 will be celebrating their 50th birthday. Good evening to everyone and welcome. TikTok, good evening, YouTube. To my community of party and all my family members, platform moderators, membership holders, viewers, subscribers, commenters, and trolls, good evening. A happy New Year's Eve, watch night evening to you. Like and share the live, please. Thank you all for and I'm gonna call Edmund Bartlett because we only have a half an hour slot before midnight in the United Kingdom. Call Edmund Bartlett. We understand that Mr. Bartlett's feather has been ruffled. And we want to remind Mr. Bartlett a few. Marcia Thomas, how are you? Gloria Morris, good evening. Sharon Bernard, Paulette Lewis, Annie Jones, real sweet, Sophia Hall, Karen Nemad, Jamaican Foodie, Ada James, Michelle Lewis Wilson, God Gift, Carol, Rosemary Samuels, Empress Deb, Colin. Good evening, everyone. Good evening and welcome. Sexy Karen, good evening. Colleen, good evening. TikTok, good evening and welcome. Thank you for joining us on this New Year's Eve. Ladybug, how are you? Sharon Bernard, how you do? Where we will observe London and the United Kingdom emergence into 2025. Beat and teach, Wagwan. David Jervis, I hope you are doing fine and much better. Everyone, good evening. Share the live. Everybody rock and come in to the watch night. Call Edmund Bartlett while we're at it. Estina Tyne, Monica Wills, good evening. Happy New Year's Eve. Florence Hamilton, Happy New Year's Eve. Thank you all for joining us. Zara Burton has written an article which seemed to have or may have rustled the feather of dear old lollipop Edmund Bartlett. So we're going to see if we can get our AI reader to read this article for you. And then I have a few questions to ask Barty. Gloria Morris, how are you? Let me set up my reader here, people, and quickly share this screen so it doesn't go AWOL and confused. Bear with me. Oh.
Opinion: tourism in Jamaica, an industry based on misinformation and exploitation. November 12th walkout by Breathless and Secrets hotel workers. The recent industrial action at various hotels in Jamaica is indicative that Jamaica's tourism-dependent economy is a failure. But if definitive economic proof is needed, look no further than the gross domestic product, GDP, per capita, wages and tax contributions, because they are the primary indicators of the strength of an economy, and our numbers show a country in dire straits. GDP and wages. The GDP of a country, the measurement of economic output, is directly linked to its industries. For instance, in 2022, the South Korean tech giant Samsung alone contributed a whopping 22.4%, $340 billion to the country's impressive $1.67 trillion GDP. The GDP per capita is the economic output of a nation per person, GDP divided by population, and it is used to measure national prosperity. So, the higher the GDP per capita, the more prosperous a country is, and prosperous countries tend to manufacture. The GDP per capita of South Korea was $32,400
Happy New Year's
in
Eve, EM.
2022. In Jamaica, tourism contributed 33.6% of GDP in 2023, $5.7 billion. It is fair to assume that the GDP per capita should exceed a living wage, otherwise a country would be just surviving. The income tax threshold, the amount earned that is exempt from taxation, is a good yardstick to gauge a living wage, and it is almost $11,000 in Jamaica. So one would expect our GDP per capita to exceed $11,000, but it doesn't. Tourism helped to deliver a GDP per capita of just under $6,900 in 2023. It is roughly $22,700 for our smaller neighbor, Barbados, which also boasts a tourism product. The $6,900 equates to a measly $130 per week, and to put that in context, the weekly cost to provide lunch for a high school student is around $25, and a 2-pound loaf of bread is approximately $5. GDP per capita is theoretical and can be disputed, but wages are indisputable, and Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett revealed about a year ago that low-end workers make up between 70 to 80% of employment. Runaway Bay. Housekeeping staff reportedly said they received a basic salary of $37,000, $237 fortnightly, which would equate to $18,500 weekly, under $120, or about $6,000 a year. The $18,500 is just above the minimum wage in Jamaica of $15,000, under $100 per week. There are a lot of single mothers working in housekeeping. It appears that tourism is actually perpetuating poverty, and expansion cannot improve the plight of workers. When questioned about low wages in 2022, this is what Robin Russell, the president of the Jamaica Hotel and Tourism Association, had to say: wages are the largest single expense of any hotel, and if we raise those wages indiscriminately, without a raise in income, they run the risk of bankrupting not just their individual businesses, but the entire industry. In light of the resolution at the Royal Tun Negril and elsewhere, this statement appears false. This is an industry built on a model of exploitation. And for those who still maintain the economic importance of tourism, look at the contributions to the Treasury. Taxes. Taxes run countries and major industries should contribute proportionately to the Treasury. During the April 2024 sectoral debate, whilst celebrating record earnings, Minister Bartlett boasted, the country also earned $103.5 million, or $16 billion in departure tax, $4.6 billion in airport improvement fees, airline passenger levy, $9.2 billion, passenger fees and charges, $11 billion, and room tax, $3.6 billion, for a total direct revenue flows into the consolidated fund of $345.8 million, or $53.6 billion. However, this was nothing to celebrate. Tourism contributed an alleged 34% to GDP, but $53.6 billion was under 5% of the $1.1 trillion 2023 to 24 budget. It is also worth noting that Minister Bartlett did not mention a corporate tax contribution from the hoteliers. This is unsurprising because many operate under an incredibly favorable tax regime, with 10-year relief on corporation and consumption tax, as well as import duties. The primary reason for these incentives is because hotels create thousands of jobs, and tourism has helped deliver an alleged low 4.2% unemployment rate. However, personal income tax should be a critical contributor to the Treasury, but very few of the 367,000 workers earn near enough to pay it. There is obviously a problem when the biggest industry contributes under 5% direct tax and very little income tax to annual budgets. The embarrassing GDP per capita and more so the pathetic wages and pitiful tax contribution, are clear indications that the importance of tourism is fabricated and the claim by the government that tourism is our lifeblood is a fallacy. The recent scathing comments by the Antigua and Barbuda Prime Minister Gaston Brown regarding the actions of the Jamaica-based Sandals Resorts International highlight that the goings-on of hotels in Jamaica are not accepted elsewhere. Brown wants the hotelier to consider leaving the islands because it had adopted a policy of not wanting to pay taxes. He went on to say that their model was reminiscent of the colonial period and slavery, and the industry could not attract workers because of the low wages. In Jamaica, the expansion of all-inclusives continues, and add insult to injury, it is being aided by the use of the people's money to construct airports. Without conducting a cost-benefit analysis, multi-millions of USD was spent to expand the Ian Fleming International Airport to accommodate one airline company. And to double down on government support, the Prime Minister recently announced that plans are underway for the construction of another airport in Negro. In a statement, the opposition People's National Party fully acknowledges the value of expanding Jamaica's tourism infrastructure, but urged a rethink. More than a rethink is needed. This gross mismanagement is possible because of the widely touted but unsubstantiated benefits of tourism. Diversity needed. I am not anti-tourism, but this version of tourism that has been created under the Jamaica Labour Party and the People's National Party is not working. One solution is the walkout of all the staff nationwide, but that is not going to happen. Therefore, the creation of better-paying industries and a skilled workforce are needed. The COVID debacle illustrated the fragility of tourism, but due to mismanagement and lack of leadership, the economy is not diversifying. Manufacturing is essential, but Jamaica has always had extremely high electricity rates, and this has prevented investment in food processing, proper solid waste management, and numerous other energy-dependent industries. Our supermarket shelves are full of snacks from Trinidad. Why? Because Trinidad has cheap electricity. However, a solar investment pays for itself within a few years, so the generation of incredibly cheap electricity is possible. Jamaica could have a vibrant economy if free solar and wind energy were exploited with the same enthusiasm as the people and land. And when the inevitable hurricane strikes Jamaica, what will recover quicker, tourism or solar-powered manufacturing? The Prime Minister recently spoke about tourism benefiting all Jamaicans, but the strikes and protests at various hotels tell a different story. To be honest, I'm shocked that there aren't more. We must demand an immediate review of the industry. ###. Leave a comment.
Yes, that was the great Zara Burton's article. Violet Watson, how are you? The Easy Jerk World. Happy New Year's Eve to you. Willie Dunn, how are you? How are you? Monica Harton, Raymond G, well gone, bro. Yvette Williams, thank you all for joining. EM, how you do? Thank you all for joining this Global TV Watch Night. Edmund Bartlett. Let me scroll back to the paragraph that caught me. Crazy thousands of job. See it, yeah. Hold on. The hoteliers can get away with anything because why is this thing playing with me? Because they have assisted the Prime Minister in achieving his low unemployment rate. Are we want to pay tax in Jamaica? Want to listen to Zara Burton article? Althea Johnson, how are you? Derek Gale, how are you? Now, I say if you want to listen to Zara Burton article, Almost it's a wee one in a Jamaica pay tax. Edmund Bartlett, come here. A long time enough to pick me with lollipop in their mouth. Stop harass journalists. Under our democratic principle, Edmund Bartlett and the Jamaica Labour Party, we have freedom to research, publish, write, and broadcast. Freedom of the press, Edmund Bartlett. Freedom of the press, Jamaica Labour Party, Michael Necker. Happy New Year's Eve. Where we are allowed to inform the public. Wanna walk and harass every journalist that writes a story, while unknown want to control the narrative. Zara Burton is a well-respected and well-researched journalist. When Zara Burton put out a story, you cannot counter the story. For Uno, it's about narrative. Leave journalists alone, Edmund Bartlett and the Jamaica Labour Party. When the $3 trillion unaccounted for came out the other day, Uno harass journalists, Uno harass Jeanette Calder at who can't ask certain things. Uno harass journalists, Uno harass Jeanette Calder, and Uno never stop until, how you do, Sweeney? Uno never stop until Jeanette Calder have to change the word from unaccountable to outstanding. This quite stinging article written by Zara Burton on our tourism industry has ruffled Edmund Bartlett feather. Leave people alone, Edmund Bartlett. Leave people to write, research, and write and inform the public, Edmund Bartlett. Zara Burton article, Edmund Bartlett, represents what is happening in the tourism sector. So why you want to control the narrative, Edmund Bartlett? What has Zara Burton said in the article that was wrong? What has Zara Burton said that was misleading? What has Zara Burton said that is a propaganda? What has Zara Burton said in this article that is spinning Edmund Bartlett? Leave journalists with their democratic rights. People have the right to publish and inform and educate the people. And that journalism there for take on to task and hold on to account. If you all in the Jamaica Labour Party would focus on what the people elect you to do, journalists wouldn't have to highlight the people as to what you're actually failing on. When a journalist writes an article such as this, Edmund Bartlett, is for you to take it as a feedback. If you so not do things that would benefit the Jamaican people. This article, Edmund Bartlett, Monica Wills, is something for you to use as a feedback to put the necessary measures in place that would benefit the workers and the country. But rather, Mr. Bartlett, what you want to do is to control the narrative of what Zara Burton write. Why you don't go do your job? And then Zara Burton can write an article hailing how good our tourism sector is, how it works well for the country and the people, how much they're paying their fair share of corporation tax, GCT tax, and import duties. If one never do the whole heap of backdoor deal, people wouldn't have things to write and talk about. People write and talk about the things that you are meant to do that you are not really doing. So rather than wanting to, every time a story is published, we're ruffling a feather, we speak truth to power, we inform the people of the real situation at hand, rather than address the situation. We're not going to rant to control what journalists says and what journalists write. Let me tell you something, Edmund Bartlett and the Jamaica Labour Party. We will shortly be moving into 2025. 2025 is an election year in Jamaica. It's also an election year in Canada. And the dusty Justin Trudeau. We are going to turn up the thing. Happy New Year's Eve, Prime Minister. It is the final year where we're going to say Happy New Year's Eve to you. Because 2025 and the Wholeness and the Jamaica Labour Party and the People's National Party, we are going to turn up the thing in broadcasting space. Because it's about our country and our people. Nothing about political tribalism. Political tribalism has not benefited us, has not really gotten us anywhere too far. So we are not going to comply. And no, we're certainly not going to back down. Because it is the life of our nation that is at risk under this government. So please, Edmund Bartlett, Lachlan, how you do? Happy New Year's Eve. Leave Zara Burton alone. Leave Zara Burton alone. She have freedom to write and publish. When Zara Burton write, Zara Burton ain't lying. Zara Burton is one journalist that is well researched. Zara Burton is one journalist who's well researched. We remember Edmund Bartlett when you sent police and tractor and everything got tear up white PM poor people picnic Galangin. And I think this article is not written by Zara Burton, it's actually written by Dr. John Lennon. Sorry, but Dr. John Lennon is one of the writers at 18 Degrees North. So this article was actually written by Dr. John Lennon, but quite a super article. And anything you say published by Zara Burton, 18 Degree North, and Dr. John Lennon, it is a well-researched article. Barbara Simpson, how are you? So, Ransford Smith, good evening, Happy New Year. Anything Dr. John Lennon and Zara Burton put out, it's well researched. Edmund Bartlett is not saying this is a lie, this is not so, this is not. All Edmund Bartlett want to do is to control the narrative. It was the same behavior the other day with Andrew Holness, Marlon Morgan, and a host of others with the unaccounted for versus outstanding. Stop harassing journalists. 2025, we're going to even go crazier at it because our country is at stake. Nothing is working in our country. We're going into a recession, and nobody is talking about it. While the government continue to fool the people, because the government don't want us to know months or weeks before a general election that their great economic stability that they have boasted on have collapsed in front of our very eyes. Right in front of our eye, it just all fall apart. So it's all one big mess. It's all one big mess, my people. But time come, how are you? It's not RJ, how you doing? How you doing? It's not alone to take the recession, to avert this recession, because it's a one night, one-off thing. Let me start my 30 seconds countdown, because London is now about to move into 2025. We are about to move into 2025 in London. We are. Sandra Davis, how are you? Happy New Year to you. In the few last seconds of 2024,
3, 2, 1. Happy New Year!
Good night. It is the 1st of January 2025 in London. Happy New Year to everyone, to all of my globalists, all of my moderators, all of my family, those who have supported me throughout the year. It has been a journey. We have seen earthquake, we have seen wars, we have seen high cost of living. We have seen many things together. We are moving into another year. We don't expect much changes, but one thing we sure to do, we will continue to work to make our world a better place. Thank you for being on the journey with us on Global Television. It is and has been amazing to have all your support. Thank you very much, Debbie Jervis. Happy New Year. Prosperity and blessing to all. Beat and teach. Everybody, hold on. Let me just respond to my chat group. 1 second. Hold on. Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to all my friends, Davina, Robert, Yashawn, Candice, everybody. Happy New Year. I'm live at the moment. Thank you very much. We have all emerged into 2025 together. Years of friendship. Thank you all very much. Speak to you later. Sorry, I did just send one voice note on my computer, blah, blah, blah. Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year. Thank you all for your support throughout 2024. We will continue. Kayamori, Happy New Year to you. Thank you very much for joining Rebel with a Cause. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everyone. Noel Williams, long time no see, bro. How are you? Happy New Year. Colleen Richards, everyone. Happy New Year. Thank you all for being here tonight on our watch night, bringing in the 2025 together in London. Thank you all very much. It has been great to have your support throughout the year. And let me tell you something, Prime Minister. You think it over? Hey, just turn up. There's many things ruffling your feather going into this 2025 that Jamaica will emerge into the next few hours. Jamaica will emerge into 2025 in the next few hours, Prime Minister. And believe you me, we are going to turn up the thing. Canadian gal, how are you? Happy New Year. Shadi Oban Iris, Happy New Year. How are you? Real sweet. Happy New Year. We are going to turn up the thing on Jehonas because one thing, Prime Minister, Mazat Control, Happy New Year. No, Maz, we now give Andrew no ease up round here. Him now got thing to say because it's Happy New Year. We're going to go into this religious motion and brouhaha with him. Our country is mashed up, running broke. Godfrey Davis, heading into a recession. The crime rate is high. Listen to the news tomorrow. If Diane Campbell, Happy New Year, my friend. Happy New Year. Listen to the news tomorrow and see if the murderers, are going to observe or start positive in the new year. Andrea Joan Hamilton Wilson. So we have to keep up the pressure same way And we have to remind the Prime Minister, say, no. Look at emotional blackmailing now. Will come around here and think to say, all right, a new year, fresh start. No, Prime Minister. We'll continue rickety. On a thief from January 1st to January last. So, we're going to £10 ahead right until this is an election year. And the Prime Minister now get away with not even a sinor or a yarn round here. Me I tell you no, breeze and fireworks out a door. Me don't know which one more dangerous to me out there. Because you know if me go out a door, breeze will lift me up. Carry me go wherever them want land me. But a big breeze and firework out a door. Come in that breeze want pop off your door if you come in. But I just since evening or when Edmund Bartlett want to control the narrative and the article today. The article were put out by 18 Degree North today. Dr. John Lennon wrote that article. Edmund Bartlett is having sleepless night over it. Just like how Andrew Holness is having sleepless night over the winners and losers in the Jamaica Observer. Edmund Bartlett is not accepting what is in this article. Edmund Bartlett want to call up journalists, want to get in touch with journalists to set the record straight. Why must they control the narrative? Why must we all sleepwalk into a blind society with this government and everything? We are not going to back down and we're not going to comply this 2025. We're not going to back down and we're not going to comply this 2025. Because we don't see our politicians intend to do any better. Edmund Bartlett never observed so the year coming to an end when he walk around and want to get in touch with journalists to set the record straight. Them to leave people alone to have independence and free speech. This is why they're all attacking Adam Stewart. The one time Adam go against them. We need to have free speech protected and not interfered with by our leaders. It was last year Andrew Holness told us that he tracked and identified vloggers who are sympathetic to the People's National Party, Paulette Lewis. We not ease him up a deal. This is an election year. The life of our country is at stake. 4 more years of this level of corruption. What do you think we're going to have left for children and grandchildren? This level of corruption and steroid, we will not let 1 inch of it for 2025 pass our eyes, because we have seen the danger to our country, our economic livelihood and progression. Leave the people them alone to write and publish the truth. Leave journalists to inform the people of Jamaica. That journalist did ever to hold government and public officials to account. Evan Riley, Happy New Year. So Andrew Holness now get away with zilch round here. He's going to be taken to task every day. Our country economic or the blood of our people flows every day. JP, how you do? Happy New Year. Given the galangin we're happening in Jamaica tonight, you know there's a lot of demonicism in tonight. And we have whole heap of demons in Jamaica with weapons in their hands. We bridge and road and we're moving into 2025. Worse than when we move into 1985 infrastructure-wise. We've seen our Prime Minister only take a few years. Lawrence Wood, how are you? Only a few years to become a multi-billionaire. Can't be a millionaire then be, you know. A billionaire then be. Only a few years. We have to take them to task for 2025. We are not doing enough as a people to keep our leaders and our political personalities on their toes. Althea, Happy New Year, Happy 2025. We're not doing enough to keep them on their toes. Them a politician thief in a season, out of season. Them a politician thief all when them a pray. I wonder if Andrew pray for the nation tonight or him a go a cliff party. I don't know which one him a go. Just asking Prime Minister if you pray for the nation tonight. Wicked thief in Archbishop Ken. Are you praying for the nation tonight? While you have the whole heap of stolen lands of poor people, and you use poor people offering Archbishop Ken. Why you don't turn over a new page on the leaders? Want to turn over a new page, no? But the whole on a thief from January 1st right to December 31st. So we don't get no break from Uno. So we're not going on a break. Edmund Bartlett should accept the article for what it is. The article speaks true to our tourist industry. It speaks true to the regulation and the partnership and deal between government and the hoteliers who control the industry. It speaks true to the exploitation of our people within the tourism industry compared to others within the region. It speaks true to them not paying their fair share of tax. Jesus, everything I packed down out of door there. You say, all me couldn't go out there tonight. I would have judgment. We'd have to look up, or maybe one of the alien couldn't catch me floating in the wind out there. But me sure me couldn't go out there tonight. Not for what going out of door there. It speaks true to them not pay them fair share. It speaks true to the slave labor and the exploitation. It speaks true to the uncertainty of tourism as one of the backbone structure of our economy. As the article, as Dr. Lennon said in the article, COVID was quite an example of how fragile the reliance of the tourism sector is. He speak of all the things that we're buying in Jamaica were made in Trinidad. Jamaica now make nothing because of high electricity price, shut down industry, and a kill off the nation. But yet the Prime Minister been promising electricity discount for about 100 years now. Tomorrow morning, because if you notice, just before the New Year's, the Prime Minister cunningly start his Spark program. What the Prime Minister is building is a narrative into the new year. Listen, sir, we're not talking about Spark. Spark is to fool we. I only want to go reach out a Spark. I only want to go thief and get kickback out of Spark. We now go join upon the Spark tirade into 2025 because we know there's lots of other pressing issues that we need to focus on. I found November 2023, we're here about Spark. It got on the way, I must say 27th of December. 27th of December, I think, 2024. That alone will not soothe the disgruntled feeling of the nation. You might as well go down and try to deal with the inflation and the food price. That would more ring a message home. Because you know why? We used to bad road go, we used to bad road come. Bad road are not nothing new to it. We're born and growing a bad road. We know the same pothole from we in our belly till now. We know the same pothole from we in our belly till now. So bad road, we could have seen with that. But the food price, Prime Minister, it's killing off the people of Jamaica. Jamaica people can't afford the food price. Why the big corporation like the hoteliers them and the Chinese them will take over all our supermarket, not pay for them fair share of money to help run the country, but they are enjoying better benefit of the country than we. And this year we are go back. You are going to see Doberman come out, Rottweiler, all the little pretty puppy them where they have in a jacket pocket, all of the little one them will look like you can wipe your foot pan like mat. You are going to see all of the police, Prime Minister, the army is building. We are rising like an army, Prime Minister. Can you see what? We say our country is at stake. Some will drop with political allegiance and a focus on country because we know what the danger is that lies ahead. So this 2025 is we will not back down. We will not comply. And let me tell you, Edmund Bartlett, please leave journalists alone. That much I can say. Leave the journalists them alone. Let them do their job. Let them do their job. We're not a dictatorship. We're a democracy where we have freedom of the press. Let's enjoy it. Let's use it to inform and educate the people. Let us use it to hold those in power to account. What we will not accept, though, is you shutting down our freedom to speak, or freedom to inform the people, or freedom to be the voice of the people. That, Sharon Powell, Happy New Year, that we will not tolerate. That's why we are pledging ourselves to make sure it is country over politics. Yes, that is where Global TV is at. It's a pledge to our country to make sure we continue to work to make Jamaica a better place. One, that the wealth is shared more equally. Once again, I want to thank you all for being supporters to the Global Television Group, to all my globalists, Nora Harris. Good evening. Happy New Year. Gloria Morris, how are you? Happy New Year. Once again, Happy New Year to all of you from London. Whenever the Happy New Year for Jamaica comes in, it'll be a night out of the in the next few hours, we want to say Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to all my globalists around the globe. Thank you all for your continuous support. We hope to continue our journey for 2025 in a more robust fashion because our country depends on it. Thank you. I wish you all love, peace, and prosperity, long life for 2025 and beyond. Thank you all very much. To those on TikTok, thank you. Garnet Baker, Colleen, Sexy K, Kerry, is it Delazia? I think, Killer One, Jungle Child. Happy New Year to you all. Thanks for your support. Thanks for your viewership. Join us, continue us on a daily basis throughout the year as we continue to look at the issues that affect our country. Once again, Happy New Year. We have all made it over into 2025. Thanks to the Creator for journeys, mercies. Thank you all very much. Good night from the Global Television Group. And of course, join us tomorrow morning as we have our New Year's Day from London. Thank you. Good night and good luck and a glorious 2025 from the Global TV Group to all my globalists. Good night from the Global Television Group. Ian, Happy New Year to you, bro. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Thank you all. Thank you all. Good night, everyone. Good night. Happy New Year, Devon Cooper. Happy New Year, bro. Happy New Year, Althea. Happy New Year. No, afraid of what, Althea? You mean the fireworks? Yes, I'm afraid of fireworks. That's why this time of the year, me don't go out the door, or when them have the bonfire in I think of November time, me don't go out the door because every time the firework go off, me have to duck, so me look fool. Anyway, thank you all very much, and good night.
If you don't like missing out on the latest shows but still enjoy classic hits, then Global TV Group 358 is your perfect match. Global TV Group 358 isn't just another channel, it's your ultimate TV experience. From breaking news to binge-worthy dramas and timeless classics, we've got it all. Our unique blend of original content and global favorites means there's something for everyone. And guess what? With GTVG's seamless streaming, you can watch anywhere, anytime. Plus, our interactive features let you be part of the action. So, whether you're a seasoned binge watcher or a casual viewer, Global TV Group 358 is here to keep you entertained day and night. Don't just watch TV, experience it with Global TV Group 358. Subscribe now and never miss a moment.